moment of contemplation before stepping out onto the field of battle. Out come the hosts, Metzz, and getting set to lead out PSG, Presnel Kimpembe, the veteran center back. Phil Shane alongside Thomas Rongen, and Thomas, admittedly a lot different emotions without the fans screaming in the stands. This would be a big one for a Metzz squad that's actually having a very good season. But at the same point, the players, especially PSG, realizing how important today's match is. The ball rolling at the Saint-Symphorien. Long ball forward, get to that in a moment. Splitting the center for Mbappe, who pings it off the post almost to perfection. What a pass and a brilliant finish. Kylian Mbappe, that's why he might be the best player on the planet.
And absolutely brilliant. The way he plays off the shoulder of Bron. Herrera, a great passer from deep.
He's not happy with himself on that one.
And going back to competition within Ligue 1, absolutely that will help. That's
ball down the line. Mbappe has his dancing shoes on, but he cannot surround and get around. Arguably one of the top two teams on the planet. But he said that's not the case, that they are trying. Bench Moise can as well. No Marquinhos on the roster here today, so if there is a day where you think you might have a chance, head in. Neymar with an in-swinger, goes near post, flicked to the back post. Not a bad idea by Paredes.
You're absolutely right.
Long ball forward, it's going to bounce, and well played by Hija, the Algerian. Of course, the interesting
Neymar, I'm number 3 on
That's
the train.
A good point. Neymar into the middle and tripped up by Angban. That's going to be a free kick from about 30 away.
Yeah, Angban really slow in
himself. But it will be Neymar, the Brazilian, who steps in, strikes, and sends it whistling past the corner. Barcelona's Lionel Messi. Ball tucked inside, but a little bit behind Neymar. Well defended by Metzz. Showing his strength and physique. Tucked wide. Neymar sweeps it across. Looking for the corner. Lifting it to the back post. Navas sliding along his line, but a little too high for Delin.
Yeah, and Florenzi does well there.
Recompense sweeps it across. A collision inside, and it might have been a head-to-head collision. Lifted around the run. Santon scrambling back. Verzava trying to get the touch, but can't. Comes Neymar. Chipping it in again, trying to time that run. But Alexander Hija was ready.
Yeah, I feel much better about Boy and Bron. They will step in.
Well, touch back, kissed into Mbappe, but he can't. Slammed away, and it comes off of ball in play midweek.
Well, he
out wide for Delin, can't get the ball inside.
He wants some players to get game sharpness. We're talking about Kurzawa and Florenzi.
You have all of those, you might have a chance. Nice little layoff off the give and go, but good defense. They pay the.
You see those changes, with the exception of Manchester City. Liverpool doesn't have a.
Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Ball across and blasted through by Herrera, deflected away. And some managers don't like giving up that control to a player. Nice touch. Verzava across the 18 to the penalty spot.
And we've been putting this team under some duress. A good goal, 3 other half chances. I think he's good.
Charge down the line for Delin. Calling for it was Leia, and now it's a collision. Leonardo, the man who was brought back and in some ways solidifying this PSG team even before Pochettino arrived. Kissed back. Cut to the inside, walking the chalk. No foul, says Art. PSG was still watching a little bit. One-man break in Aaron Leia, and he had 4 white shirts in front. A little touch by Sarabia, makes the run, cut to the inside, but stripped off the boot of Kylian Mbappe. Sarabia playing one of his better games of the year. Trying to get around Santons. Does. Diving header, but no chance for Sarabia.
Yeah, that's actually well done by...
Sounding like. Metzz into the attack, looking for an equalizer. But that's for another day, if not another year. Ball bounce wide. Mbappe kissed back by Neymar, but just before Paredes can get there, Santos.
You'll never get a red card.
Neymar making the sponsors happy.
That's amazing too in terms of a... Unfortunately, Phil, commercial interests. I'm honest.
Nice chance. Bulaya spots the run, sends it back post, diving header, and it's the second run. Santos. Everyone focused on Aaron Leia, but the right back in the right spot for his first goal of the year.
Yeah, which is absolutely brilliant, Phil. We talked about Santos being able and probably being the best player for Metzz. This time on the receiving end, great header on that weak side. We talked about weak...
PSG able to get a few late heroics a little over a week ago and almost getting one here from Sarabia. Oh, sending it across, skips away, third man in is Saad, the youngster denied by Navas, and the not won the title since he made his big debut in the top flight. Won at Monaco and then every year since joining PSG. But that could be ball inside, deflected across, met on the volley, and that one seemed to be slapped off the line by Hіghlіghts. A pinballing effort by PSG that for control. Santos touched into the middle, shot slapped away, but into the back of the net. That one had some vinegar on it from Kylian Mbappe.
The times when they press, Phil, and they turn balls over, that's when Metzz is obviously vulnerable because they're in a forward motion. All of a sudden, you got 1v1s then. Mbappe this time, you know what, goes turns. I'm not going to accelerate. I'm going to strike this ball shoelaces. Hіghlіghts should have done a better job at this one, but...
Lorenzi, dangerous, but headed up and over to safety by Boubacar Kouyate. Into the middle, right at the edge of the area. Hіghlіghts. Chance from distance. Care, but wide of the target.
Trophies won on the highest level.
Stolen away. Chance here on the break, but Navas got a little bit of help there from Thilo Kehrer.
Shouldn't be. I mean, pretty amazing stat by Di Maria. 100 and
inside the 18 as Neymar steps into it, and it zooms over the crossbar.
Forgot in those tight spaces.
Chance from distance, and a good slap by Hіghlіghts.
Di Maria say that
Crown that they just missed out last year. Backer inside, the young left back denied. Another save by begging wide for Neymar instead. Trailing run, Herrera. They had Hіghlіghts frozen. Round one. Squares. Herrera just off target. Actually, Flore. Back in for Mbappe. Has a square. And he just is denied.
Neymar off.
Leaves them vulnerable. Backer across. Icardi with the hard touch. But then as he steps in on Braun, he... Top of the 18. The long step, the strike, and a little touch home. The goal for Icardi with a touch of class.
That's pretty amazing. Coming off the bench, getting one touch, which was a poor one, and then having the audacity to go, you know what, I'll do a Panenka. And talking about guys that can score goals. Winner against Saint-Etienne, hat-trick in the Coupe.
Respinta della difesa. Può provare. Sono finiti i primi 45 minuti, squadre negli spogliatoi, primo tempo intenso.